This is a HeadGum podcast.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to A Funny Feeling Podcast. I'm Betsy Sidaro.
And I'm Marcy Jarrow. This is a podcast where comedians tell us their paranormal experiences, and we listen to yours as well.
Oh, yeah. And if you have one of these paranormal experiences that you want to share with us, please email it to us at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com.
Now get cozy.
And prepare yourself to be scared silly.
This is a Funny Feeling Podcast. Hi, Betsy.
Scary hello.
Hi.
Hi, Marcy.
How's it going?
Pretty good. I just told you I just woke up from a little nap. I put on Ghost. I think it's Ghost Nation. Very good show to take a nap to.
Oh, yeah. Just like,
one of those where it's just like, not a lot happens. Just a lot of like, wait, did you see that? Oh, okay.
I think ghost hunting shows are a really wonderful way to preserve local history in an inaccurate fashion. Sometimes inaccurate, it's just like, here's the story of this little town, and I think these are the dates, and this person lived and died here.
we think something. It is a lot. Like there was one that I was kind of sleeping through, waking up in and out of, where they were like, rumors have it somebody died here, and then somebody was like, those aren't rumors, it's the truth. But then somebody else was like, but actually, we don't know if anybody really died here. It's like, okay, cool, man.
Boy, it sounds like a story I've told before.
Oh, it sounds like, yeah, exactly. Every piece of information in quotes I give where I'm like, I don't trust me with what I'm saying. Betsy, you're holding the book right there. Yeah, I don't know if I read it right, though.
I'm the same way about everything as my brains ooze out my ears from just becoming slosh in my head.
Dude, seriously, it's just like, no, we can't go anymore. So, real quick.
Oh, good.
I kind of had something spooky happen to me.
Excellent.
While I watched The Hills Have Eyes for the first time.
Oh my God, I'm shocked.
Yeah, the original Wes Craven one.
It's awful. Not awful. Like, it's very terrifying. I think it's the worst kind of horror film in my eyes.
It is so scary. And for some reason, I have it on DVD, but I just haven't. I think I was really worried that it was going to be like Last House on the Left, like really awful.
Like torture porn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not. There's some fucked up stuff for sure. It's not. But it was like, exactly, the most scary kind of horror movie. Like, essentially just getting stranded in the desert and...
being targeted, yeah.
And being targeted. And so I went to sleep. I woke up suddenly because it felt like someone got up from my bed.
What?
Isn't that crazy? And I was like, oh my God. And I kind of started freaking out. But then I realized.
Not your male model boyfriend?
No, he was still asleep on the other side.
It wasn't Ignatius?
No, it wasn't Ignatius. It wasn't. He and all of his hair was asleep on the other side of my bed.
He just bundles it up like Rapunzel.
Yeah, he doesn't need a pillow or a blanket.
It's basically
I have my own hair cocoon.
It's a whole nest, yeah. Sorry, Ignatius, yes.
No, yeah, Ignatius, he's doing great. He's laying on the floor right now. But I was just like, what the fuck? And then I moved, I shifted around, and it happened again where I was like, oh, I think it's just my mattress. After I put pressure on one point, it pops back up.
It's time to get a new mattress.
I do need one. I need one.
What kind of mattress? Is it filled with horsehair and
Yeah,
springs?
Marcy. I got it from a fort. I got it from an old fort, Marcy.
This is a call out to advertisers to send Betsy one of them beds.
Send me one of them beds that comes in a box. And
Oh,
like,
yeah.
There's no way a mattress fits in that. And then it does.
It does.
But it was spooky. And
That is
who knows?
spooky. I love
Yeah.
the instinct to immediately try to recreate.
Oh, yeah. I was just like, what is that? I can't right now. I am sleepy. I'm on edge.
Now is not the time, ghost.
Please.
Sleeping ghost, no.
No. Anything spooky happen to you?
Unfortunately and fortunately, not at all. Just a bland old corporal life happening over here. But I have some ghost stories I could read to people.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. Okay. This one is entitled Listener Account, My Mother's Father's Ghost.
Whoa.
Hi, Betsy and Marcy and whomever else might be reading. Well, maybe someone's spying on my Gmail. Speaking of spooky, though, I did get one of those. I had to reset my Google password recently because someone had reset it, and luckily I have two-factor authentication. But I was like, I'm gonna be fucked if my Google, it's got your Google keychain just holds everything, right?
Good God, yeah.
But I got it back, so
Nice. Oof, that is very scary. Real life scary.
screw off. Anyway, okay.
Yeah.
I want to start by saying I have dubious memories of a lot of weird shit happening to me and other members of my family, particularly my sister and mom. Shared dreams, precognition, haunting, instances of empathy. Instances of psychic empathy. I was like, empathy's kind of not paranormal.
That's just a pretty nice thing.
Psychic empathy. That makes sense. So,
whoa.
as I've aged, I've learned to ignore a lot of those memories and come to doubt whether they are real or things I dreamed or imagined, except for the shared dreams because, well, those were dreams that me and someone else actually had. As I've consciously made these choices, the experiences have stopped happening anywhere near as often. Whether they weren't real to begin with or they stopped happening because I've closed myself off from whatever intuition I might have had, I don't know. Listening to your podcast and all those stories people have submitted has encouraged me to return to those memories and look at them with a less jaundiced eye, though for that I'm grateful. Wow, I've never heard that expression before.
Me neither.
Yeah. So here's my scariest, possibly supernatural experience. It's kind of heavy, so no worries if you choose not to include it in the show. I think I'm writing this more to work through it for myself, but maybe someone hearing it might feel validation of any similar experiences they have had.
Oh, yeah.
So that's buckle up, everyone.
Okay.
My mother's father's ghost. My mother comes from a big family, 9 kids. She and her siblings are close, but whenever they would get together when I was a kid, I remember it always felt like some dark weight would gather over them, some intangible burden they would never acknowledge. While my mom and my dad literally never came, would visit my maternal grandmother a few times a year, my mother never pushed me to spend time with her mother. My mother never pushed me to spend more time with her mother than that, despite constantly encouraging me to spend time with my paternal grandparents. My maternal grandmother lives with one of my uncles in the same house they have lived in since the 60s or 70s. My mother's father died when I was very young. I don't have any memories of him, and my mother never talks about him. I could not live in a family of secrets.
Oh, man.
I'm too nosy.
Yeah.
But also you don't know to ask about what you don't know. So
Exactly.
my grandmother's house has a basement, and this basement has always made me feel uneasy. I've only been down there once in my entire life, when I was about 10. For whatever reason, I decided I wanted to go down in this basement during one of our rare visits with my grandmother and uncle. To this day, I don't know why I did this. I'm not a thrill seeker or want to needlessly put myself in danger. Regardless, for some reason on that day, I felt like something was pulling me or compelling me to go down there. While my grandmother and mom were talking, I went into the kitchen. Ostensibly, you are so fucking smart. This person has a great vocabulary.
You got a real good vocab.
Yeah. I went into the kitchen ostensibly to get a couple of molasses cookies.
Hey, okay.
And slipped over and down the basement stairwell, which is just off the kitchen. The basement was freezing ice cold. This was in the height of summer, and it gets toasty around there where we were, and it gets toasty around then where we are. So the basement shouldn't have been quite that cold, despite being underground. I looked around and saw a washer and dryer in a recessed area off to the left side of the staircase. Oddly, I couldn't see the wall beyond the washer and dryer, even though the recessed area seemed like it should be shallow. Where there should have been a wall, all I could see was darkness. I walked towards the darkness and held out my hand. Why? This is
come on.
Six question marks, right?
Yeah.
Expecting to feel the same wood paneling that was on all the other surrounding walls. It's a finished basement, not just concrete and bare walls. There wasn't a wall there to feel, only darkness.
Oh, God, no, only darkness.
I walked for what felt like minutes without touching or feeling anything. I looked behind me and saw a long, dark tunnel stretching what seemed to be 20 or 30 feet, at the end of which I could see the basement room I had left behind.
What? Ew, hellmouth, like in Buffy, a hellmouth.
Yes. A hellmouth. Okay. Oh God. Where? Damn it! I really.
Shoot,
No. It's okay. This is just. It's written in kind of small font. That's the. And I'm an elder woman at this point. While looking back, my hand finally touched something. I felt what seemed to be leafy vines covering a wall of cold, rough stone. I turned my face forward again to try and see what I was touching, but couldn't see anything. Not even my own hand, arm, or body.
Oh!
I was in an empty darkness with nothing but the feel of cold leaf-covered stone under my hand.
What the fuck, man? This
God.
feels like Stephen King or Annihilation or something.
Or
this one book I read called The Hollows. Oh,
it does sound like bad version of Narnia.
yeah, very scary Narnia.
Very scary Narnia. I panicked, turned around to start running, and was suddenly back in the basement. While the journey in the dark space felt like it had taken minutes, I was back in the basement immediately. I turned back to the recessed area, and there was the expected wood-paneled wall. The darkness was gone.
What?
As if that wasn't enough, when I rushed back to the stairs and started back up, I saw something flash out of the corner of my left eye. Off to the other side of the staircase is a hallway that I am told leads to my uncle's room. Against the wall right before the hallway was an old, we're talking decades old, leather suitcase.
Oh.
When I looked directly at it, the suitcase seemed to pulse with a green light.
Oh, I have so many chills. I have so many chills all over my body. What is this? This is Oh, it's really incredible. Like,
Yes.
this feels like this is nuts.
I started to run up the stairs again, and the suitcase flopped over on the floor with a loud thump. I ran upstairs and slammed the door to the basement behind me. I remember a feeling of dread sweeping over me as I stood gasping for breath with my back against the door. I didn't hear a voice, nothing so clear as that, but I felt a distinct awareness of some invisible malice. A feeling that were I to tell anyone what happened in the basement, something bad would happen to me or someone else. Oh my God.
Shit, man. Oh, I don't like that.
My mom came and checked on me because she heard the door slam. She asked where I'd been and why I was standing there in front of the basement door and practically hyperventilating. I just told her I'd gone down to check out the basement and that it was weird, but didn't give any specifics. She agreed and told me I shouldn't go down there, much less alone. She didn't say why. We went home soon after, and we didn't discuss it again. And that's not all.
No, my God. Oh, my God. Okay.
The next time my mom and I visited, literally months later, my grandmother had the suitcase upstairs in the living room.
Grandma, don't.
When my mom asked her why she had it up there, my grandmother said, "Oh, I just thought Alan might want to have some of these to play with." She opened the suitcase and it was full of old dolls and toys my mother and her siblings had as kids.
Oh, my God. No. Oh, sick. This is so sick. This is so nasty.
Also, just FYI, Alan is the author of the email. So
yes, okay, yes.
Unknown Alan. So my mom has a pretty good poker face, but I could tell she was upset. She didn't say anything. Looking at the toys, I felt a strong sense of revulsion.
Oh,
I
bet they were awful looking dolls.
Oh,
and stuff.
Disgusting dolls.
Ew, suitcase dolls.
They're in a suitcase for a reason.
Yeah. In a suitcase in the basement for a reason.
Oh, yeah. My grandmother held a doll out to me. Feeling like I couldn't do anything else, I took it in my hand. Oh. Everything about the doll just felt wrong. Oh. An overwhelming sense of wrongness. I gave the doll back and thanked my grandmother, but said I had enough toys. What kid says this?
Yeah, holy shit. I mean, this kid who has a very good vocabulary.
Always intelligent, young Alan.
Yes.
My mom didn't say anything. My grandmother seemed disappointed, but didn't push the issue. My mom and I went home and didn't discuss it further. Years went by and a lot of things happened to my mom and her siblings. To keep an already lengthy story from being too much longer, when I was in my early 20s, I learned that my mother's father had been a true monster. He did a lot of awful things to all his 9 children, things my grandmother did not protect them from, and still to this day will not acknowledge happened. When my mom finally told me about this, she had actually suppressed her memories for years, and a late in life traumatic experience brought them back.
Oh.
I told her about the basement. I think she had a disassociative episode because she just stared at me blankly for about 30 seconds after I told her, and then just kept on talking like I hadn't said anything. I've decided not to talk about it with her again. She's been through enough. Like I said in the beginning, I have buried a lot of these kinds of memories for a long time, but I still have a very clear, full sensory recollection of that time in the basement. No, it isn't something I dreamed, and often wonder if my grandfather's ghost or something like that tried to harm or latch on to me down there. I've never set foot in that basement since that day, and no one has said anything or mentioned anything odd about the house to me. Like I mentioned, my uncle's bedroom is down there, and he's never mentioned anything, but he has a lot of difficulties from a combination of trauma and organic mental disorders. Oh. However, my very Catholic grandmother has always covered the house, upstairs at least, in crucifixes. Crucifixes everywhere.
That's scary, man.
Yeah. From time to time, I wonder if even though this is, From time to time, I wonder if even though she is not willing to admit it, she can sense there's something wrong, and on some unconscious level hangs crucifixes all over to keep whatever it might be, if anything, contained. It could just be bad memories or an impression of years of child abuse and nothing more than that. It could also just be Catholic guilt. I've never had the courage to ask my grandmother, mostly because I know now that she refuses to admit anything happened. And frankly, I'm not her biggest fan since I learned about everything that went on and don't talk to her often. Oh. Like I said, she did try to give me those creepy ass toys, and I have no idea what, if anything, ever came of them. My mom hasn't mentioned it, and I haven't asked. Grandma just turned 100 though, and she seemed to be getting by, ghost or no ghost. So that's my scariest potentially supernatural story. Thanks for sharing it if you do, and keep on spooking, Alan. That's terrifying.
Holy shit.
I mean, that's
terrifying on every
level.
Single level of humanity.
Yes.
Oh man.
I can't even imagine experiencing that.
I have a feeling they're correct with grandma, whether she knows it or not, senses something. She's got to.
Yes.
And it's probably then also a combination of Catholic. It's probably a combination of all of that.
Ugh.
But oh my God, that's so fucking sad.
Ugh, it's awful.
And that's so scary. It truly felt like a horror short story.
Absolutely.
Like a really fucked up horror short.
Absolutely.
Oh my God.
You know, it's so interesting. I was just watching a TikTok. Wouldn't it be great if I said I read a book? But I was watching a TikTok about this person they were reading a book and called It Didn't Start With You. And it is about generational and ancestral trauma. So essentially,
wow, yeah.
When your grandmother was pregnant with your mom, at about 4 or 5 months, the cells that created you are present in the embryo of your mother inside your grandmother, right?
Uh-huh.
So things.
Wait, what?
Yeah, right.
Of you?
Of you, your mother starts developing the cells that could become you.
Right.
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 So, and granted, this is a TikTok about a person who read a book. We've already explained that we are not giving vetted facts over here.
Oh yeah, no way, man, no way.
So the idea that things that are happening 3 generations from you could affect you, and this weird secrecy in the family, the feeling that Alan had of this hyper awareness of creepiness, even if it wasn't specifically a hellmouth, although it could be.
Right.
This basically the evil in the house was palpable to Alan, because in some ways Alan experienced it with his mother.
Right. I've heard of that generational trauma, and it is absolutely.
Oh yeah. I think that's why we have such a especially in the 80s and especially the 80s, such a greed obsessed culture and stuff. We have so much stuff because our grandparents were born during or lived during the Great Depression.
Right.
You know? Mm-hmm. So I think it's I think, and also if you think about having to ration and stuff, there's a lot of things that I believe contribute to how our society, specifically culture in America, how we interact with the world around us.
Right. With all that said, because last night I was at dinner with some friends and we were all just talking about therapy and how we all have had issues with our emotions and stuff. And we were all talking about how our parents never really... They're such a generation where it's like we don't talk about stuff.
It would have to be something very, very, very bad happen to them for them to go to therapy. Yes.
Yes.
And even still, maybe not go to therapy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. Still being like, I don't know. But it feels like with our generation, that swing of like, I want to talk about my feelings. I want to feel like, just like you said, like the greed moment in the 80s, I feel like, because all of our friends almost go to therapy and are working on them, and it is just like, I think it is that big swing of like, I want to talk about my feelings. I need to. It's good and healthy, and I never did growing up.
Yeah.
Or I would have to write a note to my parents to be like, I'm sad.
Oh my God, Betsy, that's
talk
so
about it?
sweet. Oh my God.
I was so scared of like burdening anybody with any of my feelings. So I was like, here's a note.
Oh my God, that's so sweet though.
And of course they were immediately like, what? Yes, what's going on? Let's talk. Like, but I don't know. It was just that thing. Like,
I do think that this generation could be a generation that changes how we act going forward, because we are such a therapeutic, seeking out betterment and spiritual awareness, and not in just like these ways where we're like strict in a religion. We're seeking some kind of higher knowledge about the human existence and how we fit into all of it, right?
Yeah.
And I do think that like the biggest thing about therapy, if anyone, I mean, granted, some people do have bad therapists, and I feel really bad for people who have.
Oh, yeah.
Like whenever I hear people talk about like things their therapists say, I'm like, my therapist would never give that hard of an opinion about anything.
Right.
Like,
right.
She really lets me find it, but.
Yeah. Oh, same. Yeah, my therapist.
But that we, that we are we're learning how to talk about these things in therapy, right? Mm-hmm. And as it relates to the story that, have you ever heard the saying, you're only as sick as your secrets?
Ooh, I like that.
And I mean, and that can be literal and figurative, right?
Yeah.
Like the secrets of the body that you don't even know about. But in this family, the secrets in this family made it feel heavy and oppressive, and put distance between the surviving members of it. And and not only did Alan's mom experience it, but Alan felt it.
And Alan felt, yes.
Especially like, I mean, historically, the Catholic Church is just not great at dealing with that kind of shit.
Dude.
Not even not great.
Terrible.
Criminally suppressive.
Evil.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Wow.
And I understand the respect of not wanting to stress someone out to talk about it.
Yeah.
But I really believe there's actually so much healing to be done by talking it out.
I do too.
Even the worst things you don't want to say.
Yes. Because it feels, once you say it, it really helps.
Yeah, it's not like a feeling of it feels good, but there's something about it lightens the load of it.
Yes.
It makes it less. Yeah, I can't explain it other than to be like,
I can't at all.
It feels like less of a heavy pressure sitting on me now that I said it.
Oh, yeah. And for me, a lot of times when I say it's shit that's in my mind or whatever, I hear it and I'm like, Sidaro, that's so silly you think that.
Yes.
But that's my own thing. But
me too, like when I'm like, nobody likes me and they're all pretending to be polite.
Oh,
and I'm like,
I hear that, dude.
I mean, also I'm like, who do I go around hating and then spending time with? What am I talking about?
yes, exactly. Oh man,
But
wow.
that's not to say this isn't paranormal, because I honestly do think
It probably fuels it all.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I mean, and oh god, and even if it is just like that, able to visualize that dark, never-ending darkness, like even that is like some kind of psychic thing.
Yes.
And even if like all of this is just actual family trauma and there is a real like solid scientific explanation behind all of it, the ability to pick up on it and to see it in that way.
Yeah, and to feel it to have it feel so real. Mm-hmm. Something's
and
up.
the flip side, if it is like a fucking kind of portal to hell that was letting evilness into the house, that is
just like Sunnydale.
I mean, then that's the other side, that it could be that. Also, like sometimes when people are evil, you're like, how did this happen? How?
Right? Well, I mean, that's like that shock doc about Scream.
Yeah.
They think a demon was in that dude.
Yeah. What the fuck the demon doing in there? What the demon doing in there?
I have a story that I think is going to be a little lighter, just from the title.
Okay. If that's where you want to go with it.
This one's titled Paranormal Poop. So
I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah. Hi, Betsy and Marcy. I've been meaning to sit down and record/write to you two about my paranormal experiences, and now that I'm working from home, it's the perfect time to do it. I have a few stories, so I'll keep this short and sweet. Okay. My family home is a small 120-year-old farmhouse located in north central Connecticut. Paranormal activity.
Already scary. Connecticut is terrifying. Why is it
East
so
Coast,
awful?
So scary.
Connecticut is specifically, though, has so many fucking scary things in it for how little of a drive-through state it is.
Teeny tiny. Yeah.
I say
Teeny
drive-through because
tiny.
I've only been to Connecticut driving through it to get to another state. But
Right. I think me too. I've only driven through it. Paranormal activity in the house has been fairly regular since I was a kid, but according to my mom, the house was a lot more active when my siblings and I were younger. Most of the activity was minor, but there are a few stories that stand out. The first story still gives me chills, and in one case, I almost made a friend cry after I told them the story. Marcy, you better cry.
you said this was going to be lighter, so you're.
I did. I mean, paranormal poop, man. I just thought it would be you pooped a ghost out or something. My mother was pregnant with my youngest brother. I was 7 at the time, and I very distinctly remember it being an incredibly difficult pregnancy. And in retrospect, I'm surprised it didn't kill her.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, man.
God.
One night she had come home from a routine doctor's appointment and found that she was hemorrhaging. She was so exhausted and was constantly anxious that she would lose the baby. She was laying in bed awake, exhausted, but unable to fall asleep. Her head fell to the side of onto her shoulder. She tried to put her head back into a comfortable position, but she could not physically lift her head.
Oh, shit.
As she lay in that... Yeah? Oh, sorry. What? Shit?
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. Dude, yeah. Oh, shit. She, as she lay in that position, she could see from the corner of the room. She saw what she described as sparks slowly descending from the ceiling. The sparks slowly faded, but then she felt 2 hands, one on each side of her face, hold her head and move it back onto the pillow.
Okay, that's nice.
Isn't that nice? With that, the experience ended, but she knew that from that point on, the pregnancy would get easier for her and that everything would be okay.
Aww.
I feel like a lot of people could easily write it off as a hallucination of a sick woman, but when you hear her tell the story, there is a kind of feeling you get that she knows what she saw and felt, and it was very much real.
Oh my God.
Wow. Now, there are plenty of other stories I could follow the previous with, but I feel this next one is very specific to the podcast. Okay, here we go, poopy ghost or something. I had a friend who would constantly tell me stories on the bus in the morning, but would frame them as real stories. So me being in first grade, I believed her. One day she told me the story of Bloody Mary and how she would kill you if you said her name in the mirror 3 times.
We know that's true. We've done it.
We've done it, and it happened.
Dead.
We're dead in Austin recording. That night, I woke up having the strongest urge to go to the bathroom. As I was getting out of bed, I remembered that in order to get to the toilet, I would have to pass our bathroom mirror. I froze. I contemplated my current situation, shit my pants, or risk Bloody Mary appearing to me, regardless if I said her name, and Bloody Mary appearing to me, regardless if I said her name, and cutting my head off. I could no longer hold it, and in a split second, I decided it was in my best interest to shit myself.
Oh boy, yeah, that's what we're looking for.
Yeah, me too. My best interest. My young self did not heed your advice, so I just stood there, shit in my pants, waiting for my mom to answer my calls for help.
Oh no!
I hope you two are staying safe and healthy. Love the pod. Keep on keeping on, David. P.S. Sorry if I didn't keep my promise of keeping it short and sweet. You did, David. It was wonderful.
It was great.
How funny. Oh, that's such a funny first grade big moment of like, what do I do? I mean, I know I haven't said Bloody Mary, but
You've said it 3 times now. Good luck.
Oh no, but I'm not anywhere near a mirror. Okay.
What is the screen?
Oh no!
Are you not? Is the Zoom not your mirror?
It is, I guess.
Fuck, dude.
Shit,
Sorry.
man, I'm done for. Bloody Mary's coming to get me.
Wait, sorry, what were you saying? I interrupted. Oh, nope. I interrupted.
I don't
That was
know.
it.
It's gone out of there. It's gone.
I just don't know how I could, unless I were ill. I don't know if I could make my body poop.
Well, I do. Well, Marcy, from what I've heard, I mean, sometimes you get to that point though where it's like you have no. When there were 3 people in this house, there were so many times I almost shit my pants because it was like Mana was in the bathroom, Gilly or Mary was in another one. And I would just be like truly pacing around, holding my, like, your body just will have to, sometimes just has to release.
I guess I just want to believe that it won't happen.
I mean, yeah, you won't. Maybe you won't.
Oh, no.
Maybe you won't.
Because that was one of my big fears when I lived in New York, was that I could shit myself on the subway.
Yeah.
Because clearly a lot of people were doing it by the smell of the place.
Oh, yeah. I feel we talked about this in one of the episodes. I almost shit my pants in Paris on a subway. Like I had to be like, Dad and my sister Amy, we have to get off at the next stop. I have to find a bathroom or I'm gonna shit my pants.
I'm gonna shit my pants.
I'm going to merde in my pants.
Merde in my pantalones. I don't know if that was French, actually. Gush. And also how very sweet. I do think that Mom was being held by little angel hands.
I do too. I think that was a big, nice moment. Especially to then, for her to immediately feel like, okay, it's going to get easier. Oh, that's so sad.
I know.
I mean, but hey, everything's good. But
also,
that's
being
so
pregnant
scary.
Fucking is terrible. It sounds some people don't have a bad time, but it sounds so hard, and
yeah, I've had friends who have had to like quit jobs because their mornings they were so sick.
So sick.
Like, yeah, it sounds tough. It's so tough. You're creating a thing in your side of you, right? So in your belly.
In the moment, you are creating trauma for generations to come. It's a lot
It's gotta be a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. Terrible. All right, should we listen to a listener story?
Marcy, yes.
All right.
Please.
Here she comes.
Hi, Betsy. Hi, Marcy. I was going to try to type this out in an email, but I just couldn't get my words right, so let's give it a go. I just wanted to share a really strange moment of synchronicity that I had, and I have to mention that I was catching up on listeners' episodes, and I was listening to one that had a particular story about a ton of different synchronicities. I forget which episode it was, but it was, thoughts and phrases aligning with what's about to be said on a TV, etc., etc. And right after I listened to that episode, I started experiencing synchronicities, probably because I was hyper aware of it, but you never know. Anyway, this is a really good example of a kind of premonition meets synchronicity that I experienced just a few days ago. So, I just started a new job and, I've been a little bit stressed because change is always scary, but it's been a pretty positive experience so far. But that didn't stop me from having a stress dream about work. And I had a dream that my work was on a hybrid schedule, meaning we were, in the office some days and working remotely other days. And I got the days mixed up. So I got a call from a manager and they were like, "Why aren't you in the office? You got to get here right now." So I said, "Okay." And I was scrambling and I, go and commute into the office, and I needed to pick up a blazer because I wasn't wearing something that was professional. I was in like a cutout crop top, something that isn't necessarily, office appropriate. So in the dream, I'm scrambling to find clothes, and I go into a couple stores and I'm trying to find something, and I end up buying a blazer. And then I woke up and I thought, oh God, that was such a strange manifestation of my stress. And so flash forward just a couple hours, I wake up, it's about 7:30 in the morning, and then flash forward to about 9:30 in the morning. My workday starts at 9, but when you work from home, there's some flexibility there. So I signed on at 9, and then around 9:30, I was like, I should probably change out of my pajamas that I slept in into clean pajamas. So I go to get changed, and I am fully naked. I'm telling you, like completely stripped down. And I get this like panicked call from my manager, and she's like, "Oh my God, Rachel, we totally forgot to add you to the invite for this meeting. We need you to sign on to this meeting right now." And I am completely naked, and I'm scrambling to put clothes on my body, and I end up grabbing this cardigan that's, big and drapey, and just kind of like draping it over myself and putting some earrings in my ears just in case I have to be on camera. Meanwhile, I'm complete, like no underwear, no nothing, completely naked under this giant cardigan. And all I could think about was the dream and how similar this real life experience just mere hours after that dream was unfolded. It completely blew my mind, and I told everybody I knew about it, and everyone thought that I was completely insane and that it was just a weird coincidence. But I think that I either predicted this embarrassing work snafu, which by the way was fine, I didn't have to be on camera, but I either predicted it or accidentally manifested it. Either way, it was a bizarre moment of synchronicity or premonitions or whatever you want to call it, and I just had to share. It was very silly. Love you guys. Bye.
Oh my.
Whoa, that is nuts.
I do think that's like a weird, your brain trying to, I don't know, give you a little heads up about this happening or something. Like, I don't know.
That's like, it's wild because like the real life moment was like worse than the dream almost, of like naked, like.
I got so worried that the coworker was going to call to be like, "You're on camera."
I did too. I was so scared that they're like, "Close your computer."
Oh no. Oh no.
That is so wild.
Oh, I hate that too. That's not fun. It's bad.
Like, that is so wild. What do you think that is? Yeah, that's so.
I mean, it's not quite Jungian, but the like analyzing dreams and like I just think it is like your brain being like, I don't know how to explain this to you, but I feel like this is coming up.
This might happen soon.
Yeah. Also, it's just very funny to be like, oh, just pull a cardigan and sitting there like Donald Duck with nothing on the bottom.
Very funny. Very, very funny. Like, oh my God. Oh my, I feel I would have been like, okay, I'm not on the, I'll get there, but
me too.
Give me a second.
Yeah.
Like,
I would be panicking, but I would be putting on undies.
Yeah.
Just in case my hiney showed.
Just in case. I mean, you are always showing your hiney.
I mean, it's just how I sit in my seat, like Mork.
Oh, yeah.
Like Mork from Ork.
Yes.
With my head.
I know Mork from Ork.
Oh, everyone knows Mork from Ork.
Yes.
Oh, boy. Well, I'm glad they weren't naked on camera.
Yes, yeah. I'm glad it all worked out. And wow, like you have premonitions.
Yeah, premonitions of truly like everyone's like biggest nightmare being like naked at work or school, right?
You know what's wild? Or actually, I was gonna say I've not had that. Never mind. I have had that dream.
I've had it where it's just like my clothes keep falling off. Where you're like, I just can't get this damn thing to stay on.
Yes.
I've told this to Jess on another podcast, but long ago when the Birthday Boys had their show on IFC, I got called in to do a little piece. And basically it was just like recreating sort of like a Porky's style cover for like a VHS, and the Porky's is like girls in the locker room. So, but ours was just like it was me and Madeline Walter and Kristen Rosansky, and we're just in towels, like like that was the it was so still photography. And when I had like I guess like a strapless bra and Spanx on, so that I had something under it. But like the towel was, I was having a hard time keeping the towel on because when you're not a small lady, sometimes the towel don't fit right.
I've had to buy like essentially towel blankets.
Yeah, bath sheets.
Yeah, those rule.
Yeah, I love them. So, and who's the executive producer on that show is Bob Odenkirk, right?
Oh yeah.
So I was like, being like, okay, I figured out how to make it stay. It's fine. And I'm walking.
I'm surprised they didn't have wardrobe like sew it or like clip it on or something.
Eventually that was the solution,
Yeah.
But in that moment, I don't know if we had put in a safety pin yet. So anyway, I'm walking past Bob Odenkirk, and in that moment, my towel falls off of me. And
whoa.
And because I'm wearing like Spanx and a strapless bra, but it looks like nudity.
It's still jarring for everybody.
Anyway, so
that's so funny. What'd you say? Did you say
nothing? I just was like, oops.
You were like, look at my beautiful body, Bob.
Bobby, look at me.
Bobby, look at my body, Bobby. Wow, that's so funny.
I honestly, I feel proud that I was able to roll with it as much as I did.
Yes,
like, well,
yeah.
I'm not going to go cry in the bathroom. I'm just going to go do this photo shoot.
Yeah. I guess I'll just go do my job.
I guess I'll fucking keep living.
Okay, all right, whatever. That's so funny.
It was awful. All right, I have another story to read.
Hell yes.
This one is titled "The Bitch in the Basement."
What?
Or basements. Hi, Betsy and Marcy. So a couple months back, I wrote to you about my extremely haunted house. And I mentioned that when we were about to move, the activity picked up and got kind of violent. You said you wanted more, so ask and ye shall receive.
Yeah.
Right. So in my last entry, I talked about how there were at least two distinct entities in the house, Rupert and the bitch in the basement, as we so endearingly call her. I know I threw Rupert a pretty haphazard. I I know I threw Rupert in pretty haphazardly in my last entry, and y'all were a little confused. My bad, the ADHD kicked in. It happens. As I mentioned before, Rupert was what we call the entity that opened the doors in our house. I first noticed this when I lived alone in the house. I was going to school 2 days a week, and my manager wasn't putting me on the schedule as much at my job, so I would spend a lot of the week back up at my parents' house since I didn't have any friends down in town, and I was down in the town I was living in yet. So to give you a visualization, the front door of the house opened into an enclosed porch. I would compare it to a mudroom, but it's the very front of the house. From there, you go through another door into the living room / rest of the house. So when I would leave for the weekend, I would shut that living room door and then lock the front door so the heat wouldn't escape the house. After a few weeks, I noticed the living room door was ajar when I came back. I figured maybe the house was settling or I just wasn't shutting the door well enough. But this house is almost 100 years old, and I would figure if it would have settled by then, but whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know why it made me laugh. So I made a point of shutting it tight the next time I left for the weekend. Sure enough, when I came back, it was open. Not only was it open a fair bit more than it had been the other times. I wasn't too freaked out by this since I had been able to feel his presence in the house anyway, and I just figured he was being a shithead, as they sometimes do.
Yeah.
There was even a time where one of my roommates and I were in the house in our respective rooms, and we heard the front door and living room doors open. My boyfriend was out, so I figured it was him, but it was really weird because my dog didn't bark at all, and she usually barks at anyone who opens the door. I heard the doors both close and waited for him to come to our room. He didn't. So I yelled out for him and got no response. My roommate and I both came out of our rooms, and I asked if she had heard the doors, and she said yes. We looked for my boyfriend, but he wasn't there. So I texted him and asked him why he'd left. He said he hadn't even been home yet. He was at the vape shop the entire time.
The old vape shop, huh?
That's impossible. I've been at the vape shop this whole time. We about shit our pants because we thought someone had just walked into our house.
Yeah.
But in hindsight, it's much too abnormal that the dog didn't bark. So I'm wondering if it wasn't Rupert. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude.
Rupert.
Dog not barking, that's very strange.
Yeah. Although you would think they would know a ghost is around, but I don't know what these dogs do.
You would think, but maybe not. Maybe
not. I wasn't in the house very much after December of 2020. I had some family issues come up and I had to leave school and move back in with my parents, leaving my boyfriend and our roommate in the house. I was also looking for a house to buy closer to my family, so I would come down to spend the weekends with my boyfriend. This is when the activity really picked up. I was beginning to notice the energy around the house start to sour.
Ew.
It started to worry me because usually when I felt like this, it meant the bitch in the basement was active in the house.
The bitch! That bitch in the basement.
She's trying to steal your man, that bitch.
This feels like a Lifetime movie or something. The bitch in the basement.
Hey man, write it up.
Okay.
She'd been around some before, mainly leaving everyone feeling uncomfortable or like they needed to just get out of the house. Again, she was in the basement where the washer and dryer happened to be, so this made doing laundry a little unsettling.
Oh man. Leave people alone when they're doing laundry,
when they're doing anything.
Yeah, truly. Lay off.
Lay off. I asked my boyfriend and roommate if there had been things happening, and they said yes. Things were falling off surfaces, even though they were level and nowhere near the edge.
Whoa.
Things too heavy for my cat to push. At one point, my roommate said that a bag of stuff we had on the table we were starting to pack to move just flew off.
Oh,
another thing,
bitch.
Yeah, what a bitch. Another thing happened that I also experienced was when we would walk by the basement steps in the kitchen. Many times we had all seen a white figure walking along with us in the dark basement.
Oh, I got so many chills.
Too.
Oh,
My boyfriend thought he was imagining at first, so he walked by one time and focused on it in his peripheral. He wasn't imagining it. It was actually there. He later also told me that she frequented our bedroom and would stand next to the bed or in the corner of the room.
oh, God.
I got like...
Come on, you bitch. You bitch.
We were both acutely familiar with her energy, so there was no doubt it was her. Eventually, our roommate moved to her new place, and we were starting to close on our house. I worked third shift, and one night, the week before we were supposed to move, I got this overwhelming sense of dread. Something told me that my boyfriend was not safe in that house, and I had a bit of a panic attack. I texted and called him. It's like 1, 2 a.m., and I begged him to pack up the dogs and go to his mom's. Just get out of the house, I was saying. He said he couldn't at the moment and just tried assuring me that everything was fine. Nothing happened that night. I went down that weekend and was downstairs doing laundry one night, and I suddenly felt like someone was behind me and got very uncomfortable.
Oh, I'm covered. Oh, my God. I have such chills.
Like the back of my head. Yeah.
My head is just chilly.
Chilly. I decided to calmly stop what I was doing, turn around, and go up the stairs. As I was, the presence stayed behind me. I got about halfway up and stopped because I thought I heard something. Behind me, a step squeaked. I bolted. I got up the steps and started to speed through the kitchen into the back room of the house that led outside. We had a cabinet there that we kept dry goods in. The door to the cabinet was wide open. As I went by, it slammed shut hard. Oh, fuck.
Dude, this is like the end of a horror, like a haunted house movie, you know, where it's just like,
this is like
get the fuck out.
Yeah, the climax of it right here.
Yes.
As I went by some jet, there was no air current. I wasn't close enough to it. And I mean, there was just no way that it shut on its own. I ran outside and told my boyfriend what happened. And we stayed outside for a long time. A long while. Long while.
While. Not a time. A while, Marcy.
Sometimes my brain rewrites things. I've only been back to the house once since we moved. It was 3 months after we'd moved, and we were just grabbing some things that we'd left. As I went by the basement, I could feel her watching me. I also noticed that the basement was completely pitch black, which was abnormal given that we had windows in the basement that always let through a little bit of light from the street lights outside. But no, God. It was completely blacked out. I refuse to go back in that house now because I don't want it feeding on my energy or attaching itself to me. I should have cleansed that house and done a banishment ritual, but I felt that entity was too dark for me to handle myself. Whoa. And I didn't want to provoke it and make it worse. So yeah, thanks for listening to my story. Love the podcast. Keep being awesome, guys.
Holy shit, man. That is so scary. That bitch. Oh my God. That bitch in the basement.
So many elements that are just so scary.
So I bet that roommate was so relieved. Like, I found a house. I'm gonna go there. That's so, like, especially it getting kind of aggressive. Like, don't do that.
Following you up the stairs is like very scary.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, where it's like, hey, just stay in the basement. Now get out of here always, but like, don't follow me up the stairs. I'm leaving. I feel your nasty presence. I'm leaving, so don't follow me, you bitch.
Yeah. Fucking
yikes.
That's terrible.
I'm so curious about like the people living there now.
Yeah, what are they experiencing?
If some shit's going down.
Also, like just someone standing in the corner of your room, kill me dead. Thank you. Goodbye.
That is so fucked up. Standing in the corner is so nasty.
Get out of here. Who do you think you are?
Baby?
Who do you think you are, Brad Pitt? That don't impress me much.
Yeah. That is so... Oh, that's fucked up. That really freaked me out. I got chills.
Me too. Well, yucky.
Yucky. Okay, you ready?
Of course.
Here's one. Creepy pasta story as requested.
Hell
smiley face.
yeah.
Okay, I love me some creepy pasta.
Pasta.
We should open a restaurant called Creepy Pasta where it's all fun, spooky pasta.
Yeah, like black noodles or like meatballs that look like eyes.
Ooh, yes. Okay, all right. That's our idea.
Shut up, everyone else.
Shut up, everybody. That's our idea.
Wait, and now I want to Google creepy pasta restaurant. Let's just see. Creepy pasta rest. Well, it does come up. O'Malley's Family Restaurant. Creepy. No, these are stories. Okay. I don't know that there's an actual restaurant that is called Creepy Pasta.
Right. Scary pasta.
There's room in the market's what I'm saying.
Okay. Hey, I don't cook.
I don't
do any of that, but I think we should open a restaurant.
I don't cook. I don't clean. Let me tell you how I got these rings.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Hi, Betsy and Marcy. You guys read my story about my mom telling me stories about my bedroom. And I had closed it off saying my mom has a creepy pasta-esque story that will make you shit your pants. So, by popular demand, you guys are totes popular to me. Thank you.
Thank you.
Here it is. So probably almost 15 years ago, my dad had taken me and my brother out of town for the weekend. I have no idea why my mom didn't come, but for whatever reason, she was home alone for the weekend. Kevin, we live in a super remote area in upstate New York. Our street is the type where you can see your neighbor's house, but it's too far to hear anything.
Perfect.
Ooh,
That's
essentially
Scream? No.
A couple, yeah. I mean, yes, so, yeah.
I just saw the movie. That might be. It's just on my mind, guys. Sorry.
Oh, man. I got to see the newest one. I'm comfortable with going into theaters right now, so we'll be fine. I got to see it. Okay. My mom is super close friends with our neighbors, Jean and Frank. I think that's Jean. Yeah. Jeanne.
Either Jean or Jean or Janine. No, I think it's Jean or Jean.
Jeanne. Probably, yeah. I'm going to say Jean, and I apologize if it's not. So, mom's close friends with neighbors, Jean and Frank. Coincidentally, Jean and Frank were going to be away the same weekend. They asked my mom to check in on their yellow lab, Lizzie, while they were away. Cute.
Lizzie the lab.
Lizzie the lab. My mom went over there in the afternoon to let Lizzie out, feed her, and just hang with her. She had a thought of, well, I'm by myself and Lizzie is by herself, so I'll just have her spend the night with me. Cute.
That is correct. That is how it should be.
That is such a good choice. It was certainly very rare that nobody was home with my mom. And when nightfall came, after watching TV in her room, she actually moved her big dresser in front of her bedroom door, locking her and Lizzie in. You know, just in case. She goes to sleep, no problem. Now, remember back when we all had landlines? And now picture when you had 2 phones for your landline. And if you wanted to call someone in the house or just find the other phone, you could hit a button that only calls the other phone in the house. It makes a specific blip, blip, blip ring instead of the usual ring. I remember that.
Okay.
In the middle of the night, she wakes up to the phone ringing, but not the regular ring. She wakes up to the specific chirp of one phone calling the other phone.
Oh, no.
This is fucked up. So quite literally, the call is coming from inside the house.
Oh, my God.
She had the phone next to her bed and, frozen in fear, she picks it up. She doesn't say a word, waiting for the other line to speak first. Oh, my God. All she hears is intense, heavy breathing.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. At this point, she's ready to shit her pants. As a last-ditch effort, she thinks, more like prays, that maybe the other phone that's calling her is in the bed. She moves all the covers, and sure enough, she finds the other phone under Lizzie's sleeping face. And sure enough, Lizzie is breathing heavily right into the phone. Oh, thank God. That is, oh my God, Lizzie. Oh, that is so good. That was fucking me up. Oh, that is so cute. This is my mom's favorite scary story to tell, and she's seen ghosts. Though she's disappointed the younger crowds don't understand because they don't know about the landline phone. LOL. Anyways, scary story with a happy ending for once. Love you guys, Chrissy.
Oh my God.
Chrissy, that was perfect.
That was perfect. That's so funny. Right now.
That is so cute.
I just have Mama like staring at me from right behind my computer.
Right now, Wilma's on the floor breathing heavy like a sleeping Lizzie.
Mama clearly wants something from me. I don't know what to do.
Protect your eyes.
Oh, God.
Get your eyes first.
I was so worried that was going to be so much worse.
I was too. That is so scary. That idea the call is coming from, oh God, heavy breathing and it's a cute dog.
Also, I love her being like, well, they didn't tell me to have Lizzie sleep over, but I might as well put her right in the bed with me.
Yes, yeah. They come back and they're like, we never let Lizzie in the bed.
Yeah,
well,
now
she's
she
in
keeps
there now.
dialing the phone.
Yeah, she keeps calling the phone up.
We don't care for it.
Yeah, you messed Lizzie up, man.
Yeah, we've ruined our lives.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot, helpful neighbor. Oh, God, that's scary, though. That would scare the hell out of me.
Yes. Oh, my God.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
Terrifying. All right. I'm going to play another listener story.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
Hi, Betsy and Marcy. I'm so excited to enter in yet another story. You guys have read 2 of mine already. I had sent in the voice memo of my dad who had passed away, coming to visit me when I was about 4, like after he died. And also you guys just read the one about the little girl ghost in the old New England farmhouse. Both of those were me. So I'm going to send in this one and hopefully I'll be 3 for 3 for you guys telling my stories. So this is another story from that same haunted farmhouse. It takes place around Halloween as well, so a little extra spook factor. So it's around Halloween and we're getting ready for trick-or-treating. And how the house was set up, the upper level had basically like an in-law apartment, but because it was such an old building where the roof met the wall on the inside, there wasn't anything sealing the wall, so there were just these open slots, basically, which probably explains why the house was so freezing all the time. But anyway, basically, like if you drop something down there, it would just drop all the way to the first floor. And one of my older brothers, he's about 10 years older than me, starts freaking out because this kitten that he had just gotten had been walking on the edge of the wall and lost her footing and fell down into one of the shafts, basically. And my brother, of course, was freaking out. My mom's doing everything to try to help him get this cat out, but she was so far down in the wall that my mom could hear her meowing behind the wall in her bedroom downstairs. And so, like, that poor little thing was stuck. And so my brother's freaking out. Me and my brother are freaking out, not just because of the kitten, but we were going to go trick-or-treating. So, oh no, now we're going to miss trick-or-treating, but mainly the cat, the poor little kitten. And so then my parents are arguing about, my mom's like, we're going to have to cut a hole in the wall to get this cat out. And my dad's like, you're not cutting a hole in the wall. My mom's like, we can't leave the cat in there, blah, blah, blah. It's like very, very chaotic and stressful. And so my mom is like, okay, well, the cat's not going anywhere. We're getting ready to leave soon anyway. Like, we need to get this taken care of. So she goes and like finds hockey sticks or, anything that she can that like maybe we can reach down and the cat can grab it, whatever. So she comes back upstairs to my brother's room, or like that in-law apartment is kind of like where he was living. And she sees the cat just sitting in my brother's lap. And she was shocked because she was like, oh, how did you get her out? That's crazy. Like, how did you do that? And he was white as a ghost. And he tells her that he was looking down the wall in the hole that she had fallen into and heard her meowing down there, like just fainted meowing. And he went to go kind of do the same thing my mom did, like find like a broom or something long that he could probably like, have her grab onto or something. And when he came back into the room, maybe 30 seconds later, she was sitting on the kitchen table, or like sitting on the table that was in that room, just looking at him, head cocked, as if nothing was wrong and nothing happened. So she went from being stuck in this hole in the wall down on the first floor to 30 seconds later sitting on my brother's end table, pretty much. And to this day, we have no explanation of how she got out, how she managed to do that, what happened, but I think it was those same ghosts probably being like, okay, well, we love messing with the older one. That's my brother who's 10 years older than me because they loved messing with him all the time. We love messing with him, but, the two little ones are really freaking out and mom is, getting really irritated. So, I guess we can just help them out here. So they saved the cat. Pretty much, it's the save the cat moment, as they say. But yeah, I have plenty of other ones, but that's the one that always sticks out in my mind that we still talk about to this day. Thanks for listening and sharing my other 2 stories. Hopefully you guys get to this one too. Love the pod, love you guys, and stay spooky.
What?
We were so worried about the cat.
So worried about the cat. Cat's fine.
Cat's fine. That is so bizarre, though.
So, like, yes, so bizarre. And of course I'd be like, phew, the cat's okay.
Right.
But holy shit. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
What does that mean? What is this?
Yeah. I guess the ghost was just like, I cannot. Also cats can do insane things sometimes.
Very true.
So there's always that possibility. But I do think that is incredibly weird for you to hear it down the thing, yes, and then it just be next to you, or be in your room.
That is so. Oh man!
Also, Dad, excuse me, cut the wall open. Hello.
Yeah, you can't just let a little creature.
I guess it's like, let's try other avenues first. And good that they didn't, since the ghost just helped them out, because ghost is like, well, I guess Dad's not gonna, so
Right. Yeah.
Old ghosty's gonna have to help out here.
I'll do it. I guess I'll do it.
Now, we once had the way our kitchen was, we had an island in the center of the kitchen that had it had a stove on it, and the stove had a vent, like the vent that you would have on top of the stove, but since it was an island, ours went down under the house and then out the side. Basically we're next to the kitchen window, down below it would be where the vent went, right?
Right, yeah.
And I don't know why or how, but it must have been when we first found our dog Girly, and she had a bunch of puppies, and one of the puppies, Girly, she's a girl, So we called her Girly. We found her in like in a shed with a litter of puppies. So we took her and the puppies in. But we're from the South, and so people don't like always keep animals inside. So Girly and the puppies were outside for some reason. I don't know how this puppy got away from like wherever they were staying though, because I know my dad built a box for them. So one of the puppies had gotten out and crawled into the vent. And so the puppy was like stuck under the house because it didn't know how to turn around and no one could reach it because it was like midway through. And my dad was like, I'm going to have to bust up the floor. And I remember he called the fire department. So the fire department was out there, and then dad just took apart the exhaust like from the inside and was able to, from the inside of the house, get to, I forget how dad was like, I'm gonna have to bust through the tile and through the concrete, or like, you know. But luckily they were able to get the puppy out, but I was so stressed out.
Oh yeah, that's
but patching up a wall, that's easy.
Oh yeah, I had to do it in college because a friend was trying to do the snake and bashed his foot into my wall.
Snakes don't have feet.
Yeah, come on.
You did it wrong.
Or the worm. Trying to do the worm. That's what it's called.
Okay, yeah.
Trying to do the worm and fucking slammed his foot into the wall. I was like, well, I guess I learned how to plaster a wall.
Yeah. Oh, I'm glad that kitty cat was okay.
I am too. That is so... I'm glad the cat's okay.
Yeah.
That is just mind-blowing. What the fuck?
Also, friends, send us some more voice memos.
Yeah, keep them coming.
Keep them, on the shorter side is better,
Right.
That helps us to be able to play it. But yeah, send it along to us. These have been very scary, Betsy.
So scary. Really good. Like lots of chills, lots of thrills.
Absolutely.
Oh,
and keep sending them to us, please.
Yeah, keep them coming. We love them so much.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for listening to A Funny Feeling.
If you have a paranormal experience that you would like to share, please send us a voice memo, or you can email us just a letter at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com. I'm Marcy.
I'm Betsy. And don't shit your pants.
That was a HeadGum podcast.